if you buck.
Look, Jay on the track, nigga.
If you duck, if you duck,
Hey,
if you buck.
it's time for all the security.
Duck, if you
Get
buck.
around. It's going down.
Yeah, well, I'm a gat-tone pistol holding nigga on your damn street. Stomping, jumping, bumping every car off in this damn place. Throwing the balls up at these soldiers, screaming and bleeding from their nose. But when we start, that's where we make them niggas hit the flow. Ain't no game off in this thing. We be deep off in the body. Call our niggas get it started. And with niggas be the hardest. So if a nigga come and run they mouth just like a hoe, punch him dead up in his nose and stomp his ass out to the floor.
Yeah, we nucky and bucky and ready to fight. I bet ya I'ma throw them things away the specific twice. See me, I ain't nothing nice. It come up, it ain't no stopping. Becky like my that's Hussein Miller and that's Osama bin Laden. Like they said, it got popping and I am acting a fool.
Hey, what's happening, shouting? The king back. I know y'all miss a pimp, right? Yeah, but dig, there's been a lot of hating going on, okay? So let me holler at you something. First of all, look at here, dog. You might see me in the street and shouting, you don't know me. When you holler, when you speak, remember you don't know me. You save all the hating and the popping, pimping, you don't know me. Quit telling people you my partner, listen, you don't know me. Don't be a group and keep it moving, shouting, you don't know me. Hey, I ain't tripping, pimp, the truth is really you don't know me. Yeah, you know they call me T.I., but you don't know me. You be hating and I see why, cause you don't know. I think it's time I made a song for people who know. I graduated at the streets, I'm a real OG. I've been trapping since I stood both feet. So all you rappers acting bad, you gon' have to show me. You gon' make me bring this Chevy to a real slow creep. My partner's hanging out the window, mouth full of gold teeth. When the start, wonder when it's gon' cease. Chop with the side and create a slow beat. We can in the speculation, cause today we gon' see what's the future of a sucker who be hating on me. I ain't worried about the feds' investigation on me. I don't care that they at my shows and they waiting on me. I'ma keep on bustin', popping on the tupas on the beat. Tell police I ain't stopping, I'ma keep it in the streets. Contrary to your beliefs, I'm as real as you can be. So keep your thoughts and your feelings, shout it, you don't know. You might have seen me in the street, but shout it, you don't know. When you holler, when you speak, remember you don't know. Save all the hating and the popping, pimping, you don't know. Quit telling people you my partner, listen, you don't know.
Yeah. Big mouth gal riding tall. Truth talk coming through. They call me the good nun. Your opinions on blast. Got a voice like thunder and I'm never outclassed. Sanctimonious fast with a silver spurred tongue. If I cuss too loud, well I'm just getting started, hun. I'm a big mouth on a horse. Don't need no permission. I speak truth loud like it's holy tradition. Yeah, I mess up, but I own my position. A fair queen riding with divine conviction. I drop hot takes like thunder from the saddle. Spit facts so raw they make cowards skedaddle. Ain't here to pander. I check myself too. If I'm wrong, I admit it. That's just what I do.
Big mouth, big truth.
Giddy up, girl. Giddy up.
She wild, but she just
Riding tall. I'm a big mouth on a horse. Don't need no permission. I speak truth loud like it's holy tradition. Yeah, I mess up, but I own my position. A fair queen riding with divine
conviction.
big mouth, big truth. Giddy up, girl. Giddy up. She wild, but she just riding tall. I'm a big mouth on a horse. Don't need no permission.
I don't know why, but that intro seems so damn long to me that I just don't even want to hear it anymore. So here we are. Hello. How the hell are ya? Happy Friday Eve to everybody. I hope you're doing good. Kate, I seen you in here. Good to see you. Laura, good to see you. Shally, good to see you. Citizens, I seen you. And JJ, I seen somebody already answered your question that you had asked earlier. How the hell are y'all? Y'all taking care of yourselves? Shit is crazy. Listen, I was going to go live yesterday, right? And I told everybody I'm going to be live at 3 o'clock my time. And then I got to organizing shit in closets and stuff. And I was like, you know what? Everybody was like, it's 3 o'clock. Where are you? And I was like, you know what? I don't even feel like talking about it now. See how that works? And then I was scrolling through my timeline today, listening to other stuff, and boom, I seen a video that I'm gonna play. And I was like, yep, that done did it. Here I am. And I didn't even give any warning. I didn't even schedule it ahead of time. I said, fuck it, I'm just hitting the button and we're going in there, okay? Hey, Keith, good to see you. Glad to see you shining your light still in 2026. That's awesome. Um, so listen, okay, I have so many things to say about everything. So, every now and then I like to fire up a live and talk about all of the things, right? And I got opinions, like everybody else here. Everybody's got a fucking opinion, all right? So, um, the first thing I wanted to talk about is, did you get baited? I think I did, Deets. I think I did. I actually, not I think. 100%. I got baited and I'm taking the fucking bait, okay? I am taking the bait. I admit that out loud to everybody. I am taking the bait. 100%. Um, the first thing I wanted to talk about, and I know Chasing had talked about it last night, is just, I just think it is, I think it's wrong. I did see the picture that Clip Punks put on one of her videos. It's the thumbnail to her video. And she puts a picture of what I'm guessing she thought B Tim may have looked like. But the internet doing, the interneting, people being who they are on the internet, um, they all assume, oh, that must be a picture getting leaked of B Tim. And I think that what fucking sucks is you could have taken 1,000,005 fucking pictures from the internet, Google, AI. You could have taken so many other pictures. But to take the picture of a man who is literally terminally ill and fighting a journey that I just can't even imagine, and on hospice care, you took the screenshot of his thumbnail where he is talking about the fact that he had an expected life span to 80 and he's going to be dying within the next year. And I just think that that is disgusting. I hope that Clip Punks can reflect on maybe not doing that again, maybe put something out there and take some accountability for, like, yeah, listen, I fucked up. I just grabbed the picture. I didn't even see the video. I just grabbed the picture because it reminded me of what I imagined him to look like. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done more research. I don't fucking know. But I just think it's disgusting because, again, the internet be interneting and they're going to be outraged. And so when they think that that's him, they're going to go and somebody is going to, say something to that man that he doesn't deserve, thinking that it's B10. They won't even watch the video. They won't listen for the voice. Like, they're just stupid like that. And I know that we're not responsible for other people, but we are responsible for what we put out there. And I think it's disappointing to have put that out there. I think it's disgusting to have put that out there. So move that one to the side. Okay. All right. So that's easy. But I was disgusted when it was figured out that it was somebody who was terminally ill. I just think that's wrong. Let's see. She was baited into going live instead of taking a nap. No naps today, okay? Actually, that's not true. I may take a nap after this, but it's too early for a nap, okay? Like, the day's just starting. So what am I supposed to do? Okay. Sorry, I don't think there's any excuse. There's no way they didn't see that title. I don't disagree with that, Alicia. Like, you had to have seen the title, and that's understandable. I just think sometimes people here, and I know a lot of them, they react in the moment and they don't really think about, how this could impact somebody or anything like that. So I don't know. I'm just saying that, again, I can't speak to anybody's intentions. I just think it's fucking wrong. And I hope that she takes accountability for that, and, owns that. So, hey, Zero. Hey, let's be honest. Good to see you. Never underestimate people's stupidity on YouTube. Hell, on the internet, in the world. How about that? Yay, and on your live. Hey, Indy. Good to see you. Melissa Jade. Hello. Good to see you. I don't know why you needed a song, but you just did. So welcome. Hey, Linz. Hey, Christy. So, okay, that's one subject. Second, I said in a chat, I think earlier this week, I want you to believe when I say, if Elevated Truth goes on another fucking trip that gives me that many laughs throughout the day or throughout a weekend, I am 100% helping. I will be, you can guarantee I will be donating money to that trip. I know people are like, oh my God, I'm so appalled. Why would you give that creep your money? Right? Number one, because it's my fucking money and I do what I want with it. But number two, that was fucking content gold. Okay? And I understand people feel some type of way about him, right? But he went out in the streets, okay? He was scooters on the ground for you all and gave you content that should have at least given you at the slightest bit a chuckle, okay? If you didn't find the scooter jiggle, okay, it's a new dance. If you didn't find the scooter jiggle funny, that's okay. Some people didn't. That's cool. Okay. If you didn't find him driving across a bridge on a scooter singing America the fucking Great at 7:35 in the AM, maybe you didn't find that hilarious, but I had a little chuckle from it, okay? If you didn't hear him talking to a poli-sci major, and the only thing he said was, yeah, I know all about it, but why don't you tell me more? Why don't you explain it for others who may not really understand that subject? Oh, okay, sure, you understand all of it. Listen again, and maybe that didn't make you chuckle. That's cool. If you didn't see him, okay, running from the crowds of people to go where there was a fence behind him, for him to take cover, his exact words, for him to take cover, okay? Take cover in the streets of fucking Portland. I was like, bombs over Baghdad. That's what I kept thinking. Again, some people may have not have found that funny. Okay? All right. That's okay. Maybe you have a different sense of humor, okay? If you didn't see him in the middle of a protest about a very serious fucking issue that impacts Americans, no matter what side you were on, there is a way that this impacts every American, right? So if you didn't see him in the middle of such a contentious, very tense argument, yell out, grab him in the dick! Twist his dick! I don't know what to tell you. Okay? I don't know what to tell you. Okay? Now, I will say, we did ask around a couple of the guys that we know in the community, and we said, hey, if you were out on the streets reporting, right, an investigative reporter, he's branching out from the BNN, y'all. So he's being an investigative reporter, and we're gonna independent reporter, excuse me, and we're gonna give him that, okay? Just a little bit of that, okay? If you went out in the streets and you seen to the right of you two guys passionately screaming in each other's face, about to throw blows, what would you yell out? Like, how would you feel if I said you yelled out, grab him in the dick? And one of the guys said, is that my friend who's arguing? And we said, no, it's not your friend. These are strangers. Complete strangers you have never fucking met. You have never seen in your life before. That's the scenario. And they said, yeah, no. I don't want any man grabbing another man's dick or twisting their dick. And I was like, okay, fair enough. I wanted to make sure that I got a male perspective because who am I? Like, I don't have male parts. Maybe that's what they do with them, you know? I don't know. Anyways, so again, you may have not have thought that that was funny, okay? It was like the content, it was like a gift that kept on giving. It was a late Christmas present that left me with my side to this day is still sore from laughing so hard at it. Okay? Those people paid. I don't care if it's $500, $1,000, or $2,000. Okay? This is another funny part. They paid $500 to get them 4 hours, maybe 4.5, okay? 4.5 hours of content out there on the streets having the tough conversations. Okay? I'm just saying, I'm paying for the next trip. Somebody said he may be going to Minneapolis, and I'll tell you this, with 2 more people shot there yesterday, I am here for it. Not to say I want him to get shot, but I think that is the perfect place for him to be, to yell out, grab him in the dick, twist his dick. That's all I'm saying. It is content that I want to see. I want to encourage outside, like some other type of content. And there is no greater content for drama than somebody putting themselves in the middle, okay, in the middle of a contentious, tense human rights, okay, activity, and letting them know that they brought their rooster squad with them. There's no better way. There's no better way. I don't care that at 36 minutes into his stream, how do I know it? Because he told us 36 minutes into his stream, he smoked a blunt and he shared it with the perfect stranger on the street. Never met the man before, but what better way to cross the aisles than hand your blunt to a perfect stranger that you will then take and put into your mouth and smoke after that? Because fuck it, everybody who travels gets sick. That's just what happens. Listen, again, it was fucking content gold. I don't care what anybody else says. I am 100% here for it. Okay? Here for it. Okay? That's all I know. Okay? That's all I got to say about that one. Good for him. I'll support the next trip because I'm here for it. All right? Oh, the protesters love the live streamers out there too. I know. I did hear. I heard a lot of them talking about the people who had their trips paid for them to go out there to agitate the situation. Now, I don't know about you guys. Okay, you may be different than me because we may have difference of opinions. But I would say yelling out, grab him in the dick, twist his dick, in the middle of where people should be de-escalating a situation seems a little agitative to me. But who am I? I don't know. Maybe that's not agitating to others. I don't know. Yes, mouth herpes is something you want to acquire. Listen, it's not my mouth. Who am I to tell anybody what to do with their mouth? Okay? If you want to share all of the germs in the world with somebody else in their mouth, now, I don't smoke weed, okay? I am not a weed connoisseur. I have never smoked weed in my entire fucking life, 40 some odd years, okay? It's not my thing. But maybe the potheads can tell me. Some of you may be potheads or you may smoke weed. I don't know. But maybe it's a normal thing to share your blunt with perfect strangers, like strangers you've never met before. Is that possible? Like, do y'all just be out here like at a party with the perfect stranger and you're like, oh yeah, puff, puff, pass. I've heard it. I hear people say puff, puff, pass all the time. Is this what we're talking about? I don't know. I don't know. Never mind the fever he had. Yeah, he said he gets sick all the time anyway. So what's the difference? I don't know. Balance, baby. Someone needs more balance. Listen, I think everybody needs more balance. It's normal at a Snoop concert. Okay. All right. So if you're at a Snoop concert, you just pass it around. Okay. It's normal here. It's a bonding thing. Okay. Yeah. So again, maybe they just do that. I don't know. COVID's a thing, but maybe I don't know. I have no clue. Colds, cough sores, fucking strep. I don't know. But that just ain't for me. But hey, more power to you. Shout out to the potheads, okay? Shout out to the potheads. Good for you. Okay. All right. So that's it. That's all I have to say about truce. I do believe that I think Joneson is going to do a live tomorrow night, another drinking game. So that should be riveting laughs for us to have. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? Okay. So I have this next one. And this one I need to share my screen to show. So this is the video I seen today that made me go live. All right. So we're going to listen to it. Let's see what happens.
So I hear there's some blackmailing going on since that's what we're doing now. How cute does
Blackmail.
everybody find it to hear a woman sit over there and say, "I know something that you told somebody
Uh-huh.
about Sebastian Rogers and Chris Proudfoot that you don't want out. I know
Oh,
something."
okay.
That's where we're at.
Oh,
Blackmailing a creator with information pertaining to a missing child's case is now.
you know, I find it very interesting that I want to say maybe, I don't know, I'm going to say maybe February to June-ish of last year. Do y'all remember? I'm going to call it the man card panel. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember we're here for the man card panel. Just asking for a friend because I want to make sure I'm not the only one who remembers that, okay? Um so I think it's hilarious. Like, number one, I feel like the buzzwords that people use here are crazy to me. Blackmail. Let me go look up what is the definition of blackmail. I do want to see it because maybe I just don't have the right definition. That's highly possible, okay? Blackmail is the crime of extorting money or favors by threatening to reveal damaging secrets, embarrassing information, or accusing someone of a crime unless demands are met. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I do not believe that Joneson, they're talking about Joneson. I don't believe that Joneson has asked any money for her silence. Has anybody heard Joneson ask for her money for her silence? Just asking for a friend. And also there was favors. So I also haven't heard her ask nonsense specifically for any favors for her silence. Again, maybe I missed that part because I don't watch, a lot of that stuff. So yeah, I would say blackmail seems a little bit excessive. Um, Definitely, I would say I'll give you some. I'll give you some holding it over your head for sure. I'll give you that 1,000%. I'll give you that. Uh, Breathe, Mama. Zen, are you okay? Do you think that I'm upset, Zen? Is that what's happening right now? I don't know what's happening. I don't. I don't know what's happening. Nonsense is the one that brought this up. No one knew what she was on about. I call it attention seeking, so we're gonna get to that. You can feel my energy. I think you may have me mixed up with somebody else because I truly am completely okay and just having a good time. I'm not upset at all. I'm not angry. My emotions are very balanced right now. I appreciate your concern. 100% I do appreciate your concern. But I think you may be feeling somebody else's energy, maybe in the chat. Check with others in the chat because it may be their energy that's getting like transferred. And because this is my live stream, it may be going through me over to you. I think that's possible. But thank you for your concern though. I do appreciate it. Also, I voted for Earth to be the next sign. So thank you. No, it's not. Okay. Okay, so it's definitely my energy. Okay. So it's definitely me who's unbalanced and uncalm. Got it. Okay. But you're welcome. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Anywho, so blackmail feels like an excessive word for it, for sure. But let me go back and let you hear what she said.
Now acceptable behavior. Why don't you say what you know with your whole fucking chest? Be the one to say it, Joneson.
So this is a creator who chose to make a phone call to a tip line, record a call that she made to a tip line, and then reveal alleged private information that was shared on the with the people on the tip line with everybody on the internet. Had no give a fuck at all about discussing or harming the image or the reputation or whatever you want to call it of a missing child, who is like, how dare you do this to a missing child? I just can't even. Okay. Okay. That's crazy.
Say that shit. Who are you really blackmailing here? Are you blackmailing nonsense or are you blackmailing the missing child?
Are you blackmailing nonsense? Listen, when you come out here fighting for your friends and swinging for the fences, it ain't always a good look, girl. It ain't always a good look, especially because 9 times out of 10, you don't even know what has actually happened since you don't watch for yourself. You just go based off of what everybody else has told you. But nobody has asked nonsense for any money. Nobody has asked nonsense for any favors. It is not blackmail. Okay, definitely not blackmail, which, for the record, is a crime. So if you're accusing somebody of a crime, ooh, that doesn't look really good either, considering, I think you've accused somebody of a crime before, and that's kind of has you in some trouble right now, just saying. But, hey, love it.
Let me sit on my high horse for a minute and ask everybody, how the
Climb up
fuck do
on
you
that
think that's
bitch.
acceptable behavior?
How do you think that's acceptable behavior? There are a lot of behaviors here that I would 100% say are not acceptable behaviors. Listen, I think that there are a lot of unacceptable behaviors here, but I find it very interesting that this was the one you chose to point out. Very interesting.
Who would you harm if you put that information out there, Joneson? What is the information you have, Joneson?
Well, Granny, considering you were on a call, the same call that Joneson may or may not be talking about, wouldn't you already know the information? And considering that Nonsense just said that information shared on a call, which, day one, it was like, I didn't never even was on a call. I don't know what this is even talking about, right? And day two, it was like, well, maybe I was on a call, but I don't know which call it is because there's been so many calls. And then day three, it's like, well, actually, Duchess was on that call, and this person was also on the call, and Queen Bee knows what I know too. Granny knows what I know too. Why in the world? Y'all already know the information. You already know the information. Why does Joneson have to tell you information that you were already present and accounted for? How, Sway? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Nunya, urgent message from Kendrick. I can feel your energy. Oh, I can feel your energy from 2 planets away. I got my drink. I got my music. I want to share. I would share it, but not today. I'm yelling, bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Oh, Pearl, we may have to go out on that one. We may have to go out on that one. Okay. Okay. Listen, that's my thing, Deets. There must be so much behind the scenes shit that they're all out here scrambling like, oh, who in the world? What in the world? Which piece of information does Joneson have? Or which piece of information? Like, y'all are fucking idiots. You're fucking idiots. It's so easy to troll you. It's so easy to fuck with you because paranoia is the number one emotion that you stay in constantly. It's a crazy thing. It's a crazy fucking thing. But y'all are showing exactly how much, because remember, for like a year, Nonsense was like, I have only had one phone call with Chris Proudfoot. He just called me to tell me he loved my content and he really appreciated my content. Okay, cool. Now all of a sudden it was like, well, I had 2 calls with Chris Proudfoot. Now we're at, well, I had 3 calls with Chris Proudfoot. Listen, bitch, it ain't going so well for you. Yikes.
Why don't you just say it?
Why don't you just say it? Because some people, unlike you, Granny, and unlike Nonsense, some people actually don't have a desire, okay, to put out behind the scenes information, okay? They don't have that desire to bring more drama into where you all have already shit-tonned and got all the mud there of drama. It's crazy. Hey, Soup, good to see you. Yeah, exactly, FU. I agree. Who, Kim, are you saying that's happening here? Who's piling up on somebody? I don't want nobody piling. I don't like that. I don't like that here. I had 80 calls with somebody. She's like the fucking count. You know how the count was like 1, ho, 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 ho. 2, wah, ha, 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 ha. Pretty soon we're gonna be at like, I had 5 calls with Chris. Wah, ha, 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 ha. Okay. Yeah, I agree, Keith. Some things are best left unsaid.
Here's the thing, Mrs. Swiss. She could have done that. She could have just said it to the police, but instead she had to make it some weird, I know a big secret that would blow up nonsense and da 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 da.
I know a big secret that would blow up nonsense. Now, I don't believe that Joneson has ever said she would blow up nonsense or that any secrets would blow up nonsense. I do believe that what she actually said was the person you portray yourself or had used to portray yourself to be of not fucking around behind the scenes, of having respect for victims, of having respect for victims' families. Yeah, this would prove you're not that fucking person anymore. And how does that blow up nonsense? If that blows up nonsense, y'all got a different problem because she ain't been the same person for forever. So, okay. Yes, a hit dog will holler, and y'all are hollering louder than I don't even know what. Listen, the pig is squealing. What is it? No, not squealing. Hold on, the pig doesn't squeal. What does the pig do? Hold on. I think it's squalling. Maybe she's squalling. But definitely. The milk is sour. What the fuck? Not another one. I don't even know. The milk is sour. Like, okay. I'm going to have to come back to that one because I haven't heard that one yet. And I'm not about to overanalyze that shit right now. Oh, something in the milk ain't clean. The milk is sour. Something in the milk ain't clean. Oh my God. Y'all are in your fucking country phrases. I can't. Let me finish this stuff. I can't.
Would it blow up nonsense or would it harm a missing child? And that's what you have to use.
I don't know, Granny. Wouldn't you know the answer to that? I find it very interesting that you took the time to like respond to this all when I don't understand. Wouldn't you already know the answer to that?
Use over somebody's head? It's disgusting.
Okay. So this is disgusting, which, okay, I don't agree with it, but I understand. Okay. This is disgusting. But discussing somebody's content of a sexual nature, that's not disgusting. Discussing a missing person's parent as if they are a fat, nasty, bastard ass pig, that's not disgusting. Discussing their trauma over and over and over again that they have survived from. That's not disgusting to you, Granny. No, you're proud of that fucking content. But this, oh, now this is where you draw the line at disgusting. Okay. That's crazy. The fox is just chilling, y'all. Oh, God.
Absolutely disgusting. I mean, maybe I'm getting information wrong because I don't watch any of these people, but it's for sure what I'm hearing.
Granny's like, I haven't watched it. I don't know exactly what happened, but I know for a fact that this is what happened. This is what I heard. I heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who. Listen, when you play the game of telephone, it is a guarantee that by you, the person at the end of the line, is going to get a different, twisted perspective of a version. Okay. Now, listen, you would think, okay, Granny got called out for believing the shit that B. Tim said a while ago with chasing, right? She got called out on that. Well, B. Tim said it here on my panel, so I just believed it, even though it wasn't fucking true and B. Tim didn't even know. But okay, so she got caught up there. I heard the clip this weekend. Madison posted a clip of the argument between her and Barbecue, and she's like, "Well, even though I said I knew that you said it and had seen messages that you were saying such things." And Barbecue's like, "Show it then." She's like, "Well, I don't have it to show. I just somebody emailed me and told me it. So you got caught out again, and now here you are again for a third time." I'm sure I could probably come up with some other times. How many times are you going to keep running with shit? You have no reliable sources. Your sources are shit, and they don't tell you. You know what it is you're their useful idiot. The people who email you and tell you shit, they know it's going to fire you up, and you're going to be so quick. You won't go watch it for yourself. You're going to be so quick, and you're going to be like, "Oh my God, I got to go right now. Fire up a live stream and say everything I need to say right now. Oh my God." And they're like, "Yeah, we got Granny fired up. That fucking idiot." That's terrible. You got to get better friends, man. Or maybe just choose to do better for yourself. That's always an option as well. I don't know. That's crazy. Granny has almost spilled the beans on what she knows plenty of times. Also, Nonsense told Joneson to drop what she knows. So, what's the issue, Granny watching? Listen, here's the thing. Nonsense knows, right? She alluded to some of it yesterday on her live stream. So, I'm unsubscribing, dupe. That's my favorite part. Betcha next time, in honor of GW's big simp nonsense, we'll start dropping the G at end of every word like GW. Simping, discussing, watching. Listen, she morphs. Okay, let me finish this though. We're not even through part of it.
Mm-hmm. So I hear there's some blackmailing going on, since that's what we're.
Okay, so that was the end of that. That shit pissed me off, and it only pissed me off because I was like, how do you continue to like run with shit that you haven't even watched or heard for yourself? Like, you don't even get clips of somebody saying something to be able to run with it, right? That's number one. Then number two is you've got nonsense over here with all of her fucking buzzwords and all of her like, "Ooh, maybe I can emotionally upset you all. And then that way you'll be so upset that you'll just be immediately thinking I'm the victim," right? And she's like, "There's no phone call." Well, yeah, maybe there was a phone call. Well, actually, there was a couple of phone calls, but why? Nothing was verifiable. We couldn't verify anything. Now, I would like to refer back to my question earlier. I know I had to circle back to it. Hold on. So my question earlier was, did anybody see the man card stream? And remember, on that panel, multiple panels. I actually think it started on one panel and then it ended up on another panel as well. So on that panel, we heard multiple times. We heard, "Don't make me put this out there." I'm not a liar. Don't make me don't pull my man card, or else I'll spill all the fucking beans, right? Okay. So tell me again. So Truth doing that, totally fine. Granny responding to Truth at that time on that panel and saying, I'm not going to put it out there. Then if you want it out there, you fucking put it out there then. Y'all have been playing and playing and playing and playing and then playing some more games in a fucking missing child's case for over a year. I think we're about almost at 2 years. I think we're a couple months away, maybe a month away from 2 years. Fuck out of here. Nobody is blackmailing on the back of him. Fuck out of here. It literally, like you know that I know that we know that you know what you know. Okay? And if you know what we know, then you know what we know. Okay? And if we know what you know, then everyone knows. So there's nothing else to know. That's how you fools fucking sound right now. Oh man. All right. That's one part. That's probably, anyways, that's one part. Then there's another situation, okay? It's going down, okay? It's been going down on the internets. All right. Listen, guys, I have a confession, okay? We need to do a little confession time, okay? I wanted to come before the internet because that's what you do here, I guess, allegedly, okay? And I wanted to tell you that it turns out that I have failed as a parent in life, okay? I learned this week, all right? I learned that if your children do not know what breeds of dogs can breed with other dogs, then you are failing as a parent. You're a fucked up parent and you ain't shit. And you'll never be shit. And your kids ain't shit. Okay? And I was like, well, damn. So I said, you know what? I think I've done a good job as a parent. Let me go and ask. Okay? So I said, kid, question. Do you know what dogs can breed with other dogs? And I think I actually asked, do you think a Chihuahua could breed with a German Shepherd? And they looked at me and they said, huh? And I said, do you know that? And they're like, no, and we don't care. And I was like, okay, all right. I'm really sorry that I failed you as a parent and that in your 20s, okay, and in your late teens, 19, 18s, okay, that I am not able to continue to parent you any further because I failed, okay? So, so listen, be first truly, the Chihuahua could get down with the German Shepherd. Truly. I don't think it could go the other way. I think the Chihuahua would be all kinds of fucked up if the Chihuahua was the girl, but yeah. So I wanted to let you guys know that and come before you and let you know I'm going to work, maybe I'll be a better grandparent than I was a parent. We did let Dietz know that that crew will need to learn the proper breeding of animals as well, because if your kids don't know that as such a young age, okay, we're talking like we have determined it starts at 3 years old. The conversations, those are tough conversations, and you got to be willing to have them, okay? But you got to start at 3 years old. That's where we're starting at this point with our grandchildren. So at 3, you need to start. If you've got a grandkid that's over the age of 3, it's time to sit them down and have that conversation. It's got to start early or you're a failure. Exactly, Soup. Exactly. I'm not supposed to be laughing. I'm in jury duty waiting to be released. Listen, I'm just saying, B Fergs, okay? We're going to wait till 3. 2 just feels too young. Yeah. You can't just discuss breeding anything at 3. You know what, Kimber? I listen. I'm sure that nonsense will probably teach us how. So I'm waiting for the lesson on that. I wasn't very impressed with the Narcan lessons, but I'm hoping that the dog breeding lessons will do better. I'm going to do my own research as well. And hey, MB, good to see you. Um, I'm hoping that that will happen. Can we use flashcards? Oh, flashcards feel a little too intense. Let me tell you, y'all can't take shit seriously. Listen, that's what pisses people off. Didn't y'all hear them? They said you're fucking cheerleaders because all you do is laugh at this shit, right? You are supposed to be taking this seriously. This is a very serious situation, guys. Okay? This is a very yes. Puppets would be more age appropriate, not flashcards. Yeah, we don't make the rules, we just follow them. I asked my brother all I asked my brother all things dog. He is actually a veterinarian. Well, we appreciate. You know what? You know why, Kimber? It's probably because your parents succeeded and they started having the conversations about dog breeding with him very early on in life. And so there you go, you know. Actually, it was in the car, Madison. It was in the car all the way downstairs. Oh my word. Nonsense SquarePants teaches all about dog breeding now. Well, no, she just judges if you as a parent haven't educated your kid, okay? Please tell me the barking isn't the start of some doggy role play. I don't need a visual explanation. Yeah, I don't I think the barking is just part of the, like it's just there's a farm going on right now. Like it is old McNonsense's farm. And so you've got some bird noises, you've got some cow noises. Now we've got some dog noises. The horses are coming, okay? You just wait. Actually, we have had rooster noises, so we've got that check off the list of old McDonald's farm. Um, yeah, yeah. So I think it's just part of the song. Okay, I think she's trying to help you make a song. I don't know. Wildebeest, dogs, ghosts, you get it all. Yeah, that's what the internet has to offer you. Old McNonsense explains animal breeding. Yes. Is this why she's barking a lot suddenly? I don't really understand the barking. So listen, they seem to think that it's hilarious. Her chat fucking laughs so hard every time she barks at Jonesin. And I get it. Jonesin's a bulldog. And so maybe she's like trying to communicate with Jonesin in dog language. You know, dogs use barks to like talk to each other and shit, allegedly. So how do I tell him I failed as a parent? Kimber, they're really tough conversations, but as a parent, sometimes we have to just sit down and tell people, we got to be accountable to our kids too at times when we fuck up. And so you just sit him down and you say, son, I got to have a conversation with you. I owe you such a good apology, a big apology. I failed you as your parent when I didn't teach you about breeding dogs. That's all. Easy. What the fuck is she now barking at people? Yes, we currently have four, I believe it's four separate barking incidences. Um, it just kind of comes out there. It's like Jones in, woof, woof, woof. And maybe more like yep, yep, yep. I don't know. I don't know. But it happens. It happens. It's actually happened quite actually, you know what? I think I can find you because I don't want you to take my word for it. Let me I think that I seen a video. Hold on. Oh. Um Oh my God. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm sorry. I am trying to let me. Oh boy, I tell you. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to get to Madison's page and it's typically okay, here we go. It's this one. So this is Madison's page. All credit goes to her because she be clipping the shit out of stuff. But here you go, so you can actually hear it and see it for yourself.
Hi there, I'm Madison. Welcome to my channel. You're all very welcome. Now let the fuckery begin.
Either I'm a fucking real lifer and I cause you all this pain and suffering and I do all these things to you and I'm just a big old tattletale, or I don't. Which is it? No, that's the problem, is I don't fuck around with missing children's cases. The hearsay, the rumors, I'm not law enforcement. I let law enforcement do their jobs. I don't run with salacious garbage or regurgitate this shit after somebody blocks me, Amethyst, because
Wait a second. Sorry, I missed this part. I'm gonna get to the wolf real quick, but hasn't she been saying this whole time? Hasn't she been saying, I blocked Amethyst and removed her? I removed her access to me. I blocked her and this is how she's acting. But now she says Am blocked her? God, the more she talks, the more it like just spills out. I don't know.
because I'm trying to get noticed and I feed it to a fucking bulldog. Woof woof. For some fucking attention.
Because I feed it to a bulldog. Woof woof. I fucking cannot. Oh my God. Could you imagine? Let me tell you. People may not know it, but there are a lot of times where I'm like, Jonesin, what the hell are you doing? What the hell was that? Like, I'm going to talk shit to my own damn friend and be like, wait a second now. What the fuck was that? Did you just, if that was my friend, I would be like, hold on now. Secondhand embarrassment is something, okay? Who let the dogs out? Woof, woof, woof. You know, that's how she's singing it all off beat and shit, but she is so salty. All right. But that was that. Get it. Move on with your barking, okay? The barking is like, I think it's hilarious to me because it just shows that like you make all kinds of animal noises. You can't be taken seriously when you're out here fucking making animal noises and stuff. You also can't be taken seriously when you're out here like children should be taught about dog breeding. Bitch, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I cannot even. Kids don't get taught about dog breeding like that. Not at fucking young ages. Not at fucking, honestly, in their teenage years, you're trying to talk to them about human fucking sexual interactions. You ain't got time to talk about the dogs and the cats and all that stuff. Like, you do know the birds and the bees is just a phrase. It's from a song. The birds and the bees conversation is not actually about the birds and the bees. I don't know. Question is, what is the purpose of the information coming out? Why? Well, if we're being real, Kim, because listen, God love it, my friend Jonesin, bless her fucking heart, okay? But when she gets pissed off or she gets like fucking in her feels, she just starts spewing. You know, and she's just like, well, I know this, bitch, you know? And could she have done it differently? 100%. She could have. It is what it is. She shouldn't have said something in the first place. That's just being real. She knows that. But, I will say, I don't think that we needed Joneson to say anything about this to realize a long time ago that a lot of these creators have fucked around behind the scenes and caused drama in a missing child's case. And by a lot of creators, I do mean when I'm talking about behind the scenes fuck around shit, I'm talking about Clue, Crabtree, Truth, Queen, Granny, Nonsense. And I had to think about it if I wanted to say. So I don't think that Duchess has been involved like that. I think Duchess knows by proxy. I think people have told her things, but that's about it. So, um, I think that's why FUE existed for a very long time, far before any of this other shit, because that's all that they've done. It's just they I mean, even SF releasing that shit recently, like he's so far up into the D4VD case right now, to the point where he's going to court for releasing shit he shouldn't have or whatever. And I don't know what the status of that is, but it makes me think to myself, I like all of you are listen, until you all can take a step back. I have never heard, not one of them, and that does include Brittany too. Let me go back. Definitely Brittany. Sorry, I left her off the list, but she's 100% on there. Betty, Mr. and Mrs. E, like all of them have played a part. So I don't want to make it just seem like that's one sided. I apologize. I take that back. But 1,000% they're involved in that shit too. 1,000%. But that's nothing new. Like I mean, the fact that they were all up in it doesn't mean anything. I would love to be able to see the day where they could sit down and say, "Listen, I didn't make the best choices in this case. I didn't make, there were things that I participated in or said that I wish that I probably wouldn't have, but I learned from it, and the next go around that won't be the case." Yeah, they're all frauds exploiting victims. I agree. There are plenty of Oh, yeah. Sorry, Lindsay. Thank you. Yeah. When it's so ironic because we all came together, for most of us, or to stop it from happening. So you know what's funny is I feel like more and more nonsense has turned into MGL. Um, the content, like MGL used to take the content that Dre would do. She'd play the content where you could clearly hear what was going on, and she would twist the content and she would emotionally manipulate people into believing that Dre was doing something that was not happening. And she would explain how the kids needed to be saved. Their dad was coming to save them. um this like the police need to be contacted, CPS needed to be contacted, like she's neglectful, she's a murderer, she's a this, she's a that, all of these things. And to watch nonsense do the same exact thing now is absolutely insane. While she may not say she's a murderer, she consistently will point out the fact that things that she sees on the internet only one way are neglectful, and therefore somebody should save the kids. We have a joke in the background, and I know some people won't find it funny. It's pretty fucking dark, so I'm gonna put that ahead of time. Okay, if it offends you, I'm sorry ahead of time, like whatever. But we have a pretty dark sense of humor at times. But we have a list, an ongoing list right now of all the people who are going to save Britney's kids when CPS takes them. Okay, obviously, knock on wood, they're fine. Okay, but I'm pretty sure for me at the top of the list. Okay, at the top of the list, you got Nana's Dragonfly, 100% at the top of the list. She's saving those kids. Okay, she's at the top of the list for me, but I'm sure that there are others on that list that are going to 100%. They're going to come and save those kids and give those kids the life that they deserve. Okay, so they're going to take them same way Nana wanted to take other kids. I think she's going to take this kid too, and she's going to work it all out. Anyways, okay. The other thing is that fucking Mallory, man. That fucking Mallory. Listen, Nonsense says it has been 9 months since she blocked Amethyst and removed her access. Okay, her access was denied 9 months ago. Okay, it has been 9 months, and Amethyst cannot move on. Amethyst can't stop talking to people about her, which does not fucking happen, mind you. But Amethyst can't move on. She can't see other content. She can't watch something else. She can't focus on anything else. Amethyst is scarier to nonsense than Nonsense's ex is scary. Like, that is a very powerful statement, okay? All right. So Amethyst is this stalker for 9 months, can't stop talking about nonsense, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Tell me what the fuck we think about Mallory then. Mallory has not been friends with BJ for 2 years. And every fucking month we see a new piece of information, a new fucking picture of something that Brittany shared with her. You see all this kind of shit. You hear all these kind of fucking excuses for why Mallory is not a fucking obsessed, creepy ass weirdo. And people are like, well, she's young. She didn't know she was under the influence of Brittany. Bitch, is she still young? Because she better not fucking cry. She better not fucking cry of the, oh my God, I was under the influence of nonsense after this. And if Nonsense thinks that every fucking text message, picture, or anything she has shared with Mallory ain't gonna be put the fuck out, all she did was she traded Brittany for nonsense. That's all she did. And so did these other mods. You got mods who haven't been friends with her for 2 to 4 years. And the bitches are out here like, oh my God, let me just give you more information. Hey, by the way, did you know that when so-and-so died, she didn't go inside the hospital? Let me tell you more of her personal fucking business that has nothing to do with the fucking internet. You're fucking weird, Mallory. And I have given you, we have mutual friends, and I think I have given you a certain level of grace. I've talked shit before, but I've given you a certain level of grace because I didn't want to hurt my mutual friends' fucking feelings. But fuck them too. I mean, not really fuck you guys. You know what I mean. For those of you who know, you know who you are, okay? You know what I know that you know, okay? Okay. But there is no fucking way that a bitch is going to not be friends with me, okay? For 2 to 3 years. I don't know how long it's fucking been. Shit. I'm gonna say a solid early 2023 is my guess, okay? So this is early 2026. For 3 years, you haven't been friends with this person. And for the last, I'm gonna say, year and a half, if not longer, I'd have to track it to be for sure. But for the last year and a half, your sole fucking shine and pride is to get up on a fucking panel and discuss what somebody was emotionally going through while going through a sudden loss. Let me tell you, you could talk all the shit in the world about how I feel about Queen Bee. What you can't say, though, is that I have ever put out personal or private information that she shared with me publicly. Me, Nunya. You can't say that. You can't say that. Nonsense can't even say that shit. You know why? Because ultimately, if I ever gave a fuck about you as my friend, even if I don't give a fuck about you now, I'm going to still honor what I had at that time when you told me the shit that you told me. I do have that kind of fucking integrity. Mallory ain't got shit. She's got hope and fucking dreams that fucking Brittany will take her back one day. That's my thing. Brittany, I think you could probably reach out and be like, Mal, I'm really sorry. Please stop this. You're hurting my family. I'm sorry for what I did to you. Even if you gotta fucking lie, just lie to the bitch. She likes to be lied to. She has no problem with telling lies or fucking being lied to. You can lie to her easily. And she'll be like, okay, Brittany, I'll come back. Move out of the way, reality. Here comes Mal right back on the scene. And unfortunately, the truth of that is that Brittany always gives so many people fucking grace that they don't deserve past the level of grace that Jesus even asked for. So she may even do it. and Mallory would be right there by her fucking side. She's been picked, bitches. The pick me energy that comes off of her is absolutely disgusting. She's like, please, I'll show you these pictures that you can make merch out of if you would just please pick me. She's like fucking Donkey off of Shrek. Like right there at the fucking heels, like, pick me, ooh, 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 I want waffles, I love waffles, like, fuck. Stop fucking blaming everybody else. You cannot say shit about a bitch who talks about your public content in chats, okay? That's the only time you see her talking about you. For 9 fucking months, when you fucking platform a bitch who hasn't been able to let go after 3 years of a friendship fucking ending. She has revealed so much private information. If I went back to our fucking DMs and started showing shit out of our DMs or discussing situations that you had been through out of our DMs, oh my God, you would fucking blow a gasket. You would blow a fucking gasket. But you say, oh, Mallory, you're so wonderful. Oh, Mal, with our matching t-shirts, you're so amazing. And I just fucking can't stand it. I just love it so much. Mal is so honest, and the other mods, they're so honest and they're so amazing. You have to admit there's something wrong with 115 people. Actually, we're up to 132. I've got my spreadsheet ready, and I can go over all of the names of the X mods. It's fucking obsessive, and it's sick, and y'all should not know that. Queen Bee has lost a lot of mods, but you know who doesn't know how many there have fucking been? This gal, because I don't give a fuck. It is disgusting, the shit that they're doing, that Mal is doing. No, Kim, it's not. No. What did you say? Where is Hell's Bells? I don't even see. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up in the chat. Yeah, I do agree with that. Tripper, I do agree with that. There is no top of the roller coaster. I don't know who thinks the roller coaster is coming down at that point. Sad thing is, none of them will ever bring Mallory in like she was in at Britney's. They use her info. That's it. That's all. That's facts. She's a useful idiot to them. She's a fucking spreadsheet to them. Oh, Mal. Oh, is it? I just told a story. Isn't that right, Mal? Just co-sign it. Don't say shit. Isn't that right, Mal? Oh, Mal said it's the truth. Okay. Mal, the person fucking looking up people's personal information. Oh, she was young. She was under the influence. Mal doesn't even do drama. You know what else Mal don't do? She don't do true crime either, bitch. The only place you see Mal is in some fucking drama. All of you are drama. I'm drama. Let's stop lying to ourselves now. It's time for 2026 is the year of some self-reflection, okay? And we're going to put up some fucking mirrors, okay? We're not going to keep looking in the mirror where we have a big-ass picture of what we used to look like when we're 15, okay? We're going to look at ourselves inside and out right here in 2026, okay? Her being 21, her being 22, her being 13. I don't give a fuck. She made a fucking choice as a grown-ass woman. Oh, but you can't hold that over her head for forever. She made a mistake. That's cool. But if we can call a bitch a FOIA starter for 32 fucking years afterwards, you better fucking believe I'm going to call that bitch a real lifer who looks people up. Because she did. Okay? We're keeping the same energy. Okay, we got that. If we can look past somebody said the F word or, said people should go back to Africa, but they made a mistake and they haven't said it since then. Oh, okay. But we still got a FOIA starter. So there's that too. So I think people tend to look at her as a younger than she is. Brittany too. I don't know how old they are. I just know that that's one. Yeah, LG, that's true. That's true. Yep, I agree. I don't know how old they exactly are. What I will say is that your age can definitely impact your maturity and some of the choices that you make. I get that 100%. But none of these bitches around here get a pass for fucking up. Like, and that includes like my people. Like, you don't get a pass for fucking up. Like, if you fuck up, you fuck up. It's human. None of us are perfect. We make mistakes. Like, get the fuck over it. Who fucking cares? 2026 is definitely a time of redemption and self-reflection in the community. Wouldn't that be wonderful? It's bizarre, and she's almost begs to be asked questions about Brittany Anike. I felt I needed a shower after hearing her. She's an adult, period. I know that's right. She also knows why BJ was waiting in the car, but I guess that was left out of this convo, forgetting the situation had been told to plenty prior to this. Exactly. Yeah, but that didn't fit well into the narrative that they needed to push that day. So I'm sure she was like, well, I'm going to just leave this out. I'll just let nonsense assume a lot of this shit that happened that day with the little bit of details that I chose to give her. And, but hey, I'm fucking being used, bitches. Look at me up here on the big screen. I've been picked, bitch. That's what her fucking avatar should be said. That's what it should say. I've been picked. Like a football in a Super Bowl game. She got a whole pick six running. Especially constantly effing up. Yeah, listen, if you constantly effing up, that's a different story. Some of these people need to realize they don't sit that high. Listen, let me tell you, Kim, as much as people talk shit about me being on a high horse and I got my fucking Clyde with his 3 legs up on that soapbox there in my avatar, I don't. If I fuck some shit up, I'll take accountability for it. If my intentions to somebody are misconstrued, for the most part, I'm not going to say always, but if my intentions are misconstrued, or if I don't say, there's times where I've not said some nice things and I've had to come back after I've had time to think about it or ponder on it and be like, listen, I owe that person an apology. I shouldn't have said it this way. What I should have said was this. And you go from there and you just try and do better the next time. But to be a shitbag all your life, my God, that's got to hurt. It has to hurt to be a shitbag. I'm sure of it. I was like, what in the world? Taking questions from the audience? No, did she? Journaling is a good way to self-reflect. I do agree. Journaling about yourself, not someone you don't know, right? Or that you only know. I don't know. But at least you're on a horse. What are they on? I don't know. They're on that bullshit, Kim. That's what they're on. Just on bullshit. I've grown partial to Clyde. Yeah. Well, Clyde doesn't like you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you, Tripper. I'm just fucking with you. Did Nonsense even ask for receipts, or were all Mallory's stories about BJ conveniently over the phone, so no proof? Leo, that's a really good question. We don't need receipts. She doesn't need receipts. Mallory has all the fucking inside information. Mallory was best friends with Brittany for the longest time. And that's the reason why when Mallory left, everybody was so shook up, because Mallory was needed around there. Okay? So whatever Mallory says, it's just the truth. We don't need receipts. We don't need a different version. It's just the truth. Period. Yeah, receipts don't matter. Don't ask for those pessy ass things anymore. Fucking stupid. All right, my last thing. And I'm gonna try and keep it short and sweet because it's about that time. It's been an hour. I can go for about an hour. And I'm watching a civil RICO case against Drake and Aiden Ross. So I got to get back to my videos about that because I'm super I'm intrigued by it. So that's what I'm watching. Okay. Anywho, the last thing I'll say is this. If you haven't already, Cash put out a video recently over the last couple of weeks. I don't know exactly how old it is. In this video, he, in his own words, talks about his friendship with Nonsense's daughter and what that friendship looked like, as far as mostly like using it to contact Nonsense, whatever. I'll let you listen to it and hear for yourself, okay? I think it is so fucked up to turn around after that and for Nonsense to continually implicate that, and she uses specific words that she knows that people are going to be baited into paying attention to and mentioning. I think that it is disgusting when you turn around and you say they had a consensual relationship or a consensual friendship. Well, what does everybody think of when you think of consensual, right? So I think it's highly fucking inappropriate. I think that it is absolutely intentional. And I think that the person who suffers from that is Cash. And I think that's fucked up. Cash is a good guy. Cash was doing his best to be a good guy who had gone through some things, and he was very supportive of her YouTube channel at the time. A lot of us were supportive, both financially and in person, or not in person, but like in the streams of her YouTube channel to help give her some encouragement and hope and happiness in the craft that she loved of makeup. I think to twist that and turn that intentionally into any fucking thing else is fucked up of nonsense to do. And when people make the statement of you are exploiting your child, it is because you continue to bring her up, to tell her story, and to talk about shit that was never made fucking public by anybody, including Kenzie, but you bring it up to use it so that you can look like a fucking victim. And that is fucked up and wrong to do. I feel bad for her. I absolutely feel bad for her. She does not deserve that. And outside of her, I can't care more for her than you care about your own fucking kid. So I'm not saying shit about that. What I am going to say, though, is it's beyond fucked up that you're doing this to Cash because he doesn't deserve that. And I believe that you are doing it intentionally. You waited until after he made that video to then go out and say, it was consensual, guys, knowing that that will insinuate that somebody had some type of nefarious relationship or nefarious friendship when it never was that. But hey, if you want to make Cash look like a fucking asshole, do you, boo? I just think it's fucked up for somebody that you claim to really care so much about. I would never do that to him. That's fucked up. Anywho, hey, Lady K, good to see you. What I don't get is Mallory interpretation at this time. Did she have those feelings when Brittany was telling her? I bet not. Ain't that what they say? Isn't that what they say? She said, did Amethyst have this feeling 9 months ago while she was still her friend and things were going on? She did. It's why it ended your friendship. Let's be real. But anywho, I'm not here to speak or tell Amethyst's story. I'm gonna let her tell her own story whenever the fuck she wants to, or if she wants to give you the time of day. Because right now she don't even give you the fucking time of day. She's figuring out all the fucking lies you told her, and it's devastating to her. And I feel bad for her, but she's gonna be all right. She's a strong fucking woman. Anywho, yeah, I don't think she felt that way while she was being told the story. It's just convenient to feel that way right now because, it's the pick me, you know. So though, or you're the asshole, yeah. Narcissists are very manipulative. Listen, you can say anything you want about her, but if you can't see that she is beyond, she uses specific words to entice an emotional reaction out of her audience because she knows how to move and manipulate them. It is one of the things that she was proudest of when I first met her and was making content. It is one of the things I will say that is one of the things that she has been consistently able to do the entire time. She uses those buzzwords, she uses those keywords to make sure that she connects with the audience and that it connects with their emotions. Because when people are fucking emotionally connected to some shit, it hits different and they fucking act different and they support different. So, anywho, all right. Y'all have an amazing day. What song did I say we were going out to? I don't even remember now. I don't know. Then you got BJ accusing Cash of having an inappropriate relationship with Nonsense daughter. That wasn't cool either. Actually, Bree, I don't know if you watched it, but somebody clipped that, and that is not what she said. What she said is, how do you judge me as a parent when you allowed your daughter, adult or not, to have a relationship with a man on the internet? Thank you, Pearl. So that's what she said. She never spoke to the type of relationship that they have. If you're putting that on there, shame on you. But she never spoke to the type of relationship that they had. She spoke to Nonsense's parenting specifically when well, we don't want no fucking clean version. Don't give me no clean version of no shit. The hell? So, all right. Y'all have a good day. Take care of yourself because nobody else will. Spread your light. Thank you so much for being here today. And have a good rest of your day. Bye. Who's probably gonna sin again? Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me.
Things I don't understand.
Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
I can feel your energy from 2 planets away. I got my drink, I got my music, I will share it. But today I'm feeling, bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
Don't let nobody kill your vibe today.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
Just sing this to them.
My soul and you can find gold and maybe get rich. Look inside of your soul and you can find out it never hit this. I can feel the changes. I can feel